Cowabunga gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we got the optical processors. I use them to make something. Right, we're making emitters for the Stellar Forge. So this is what we're kind of going for today, is the Stellar Forge. See how far we get. We'll at least get the rest of the circuits. I made a pattern for the Stellar Containment Casing. And that should be it. We'll get the Stellar Forge and maybe work on Xylon. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's figure out why this isn't working. Right? So, empty laser. That's this one. Something up with you. What is up, dude? Oh, steel plates, 32 steel plates. What did you make? What do steel plates make in the Is it LV machine casings? That can't be right. There we go. That would do it. I don't know what happened there. But we got that sorted. So that's all that really matters. Crafting one. This takes a while. Yeah, no, that's all fine and dandy. Okay, so since those are crafting up, let's work on the optical assembly. So the optical assembly is just this, and then we can throw it in one of these. Preferably a different one. Perfect, we can craft it. Hopefully this crafts relatively well. I don't expect much to be wrong. Like the laser should be the fiber core is probably going to be the slowest bits of this. Maybe the lasers as well. Maybe. Let's go check that out. No, you are crafting lasers. Okay, so you're fine. Yeah, no, okay. So that's relatively straightforward. Ain't got no worries about this. You're making... Okay. So while that crafts, let's work on this one. Nope, that needs to be up here. So this one does need adamantium, which is fine. I feel like we focus these since they're closer, so let's go put this in one of these down here. We also still need to expand the assembly lines out. I still do plan to do that. Shit, which one was it? Was it this one? No, it was this middle one. Yeah. So you're probably full. Nope. You can get some adamantium. Perfect. So we're just crafting the optical processors. Right? So those shouldn't take too long. There we go. Optical assembly. Which is this one. So what are we missing for this? We got... Oh... We probably don't have duranium, right? Polyethylene. Duranium polytetrafluoroethylene. We have that. Enriched Nequata. We probably have... Yeah, we don't need this. Nice. Okay, so that should be going. It is 20 seconds. Not bad at all. do we need for this? We need 10 emitter blocks, which I made, 122 stellar containment. That's a go. And then we have these 120 fusion coil blocks, Mark II. 120, and we are missing PBI sheets. Ooh, and we need to fix a few recipes. Optical, there we go. And then we need quantum plates. Okay. So let me get patterns in for these and I can bring you back. Okay, we're back. I got a bunch of crafts kicked off. We have like 146 of these extremely dense enriched Naquata alloy casings going. We got the optical computer going. We got 120 of the Mark IIs going. So we have everything. This is good. We have everything for the, if I can find it, it's the Stellar Forge. We have everything here that we need for it, except for the Stellar Forge itself. And space to put it. So let's go make a pattern for it, right? So Stellar Forge is just this. Very simple recipe, nothing too bad here actually. It just takes soldering alloy. So let's go plop this into a assembly line. And all these assembly lines have soldering alloy like as a default, so not too worried about that. Can we craft this? No, we cannot, because we are missing. Oh, we used the wrong circuits for that. That's fine. We used the wrong UIV circuits. The UIV circuits we should have used are the mainframes. So you can put that in the MBF here, or that assembly line. Stellar alloy, we are missing optical mainframes. Tungsten, carbide gears, bolts, and then the field generator for UHV. Okay, none of these are bad. Like, this is just an extruder. Right? These are just bolts. This, though, that's its own whole thing. Bolt. Gear. And we can slap this one in here. Move that one up. So UHV, field generator. We're missing UHV superconductor base wire, which we have. This is for what packer are we using? We're using one. Let's go add a packer 2 to this. Circuit, and then we need the knife. Where's it? It's right there. So the packer should be down here. Whoa. Wait. I thought we had a packer down here. Unless I'm confusing it for the one in the old multi-room. This should be where we put the Stellar Forge, by the way. I guess it is. I guess this is where, yeah, Packer 1. Packer reactor too. Okay. It formed. We're good. UHV, superconductor, no field generator. Okay, we can craft this. So let me keep an eye on this, because you probably have more stuff to smelt, yeah. But you're stuck because fluid, I bet. I bet it's because fluid? You either don't have enough or have too much of something. Output hatch, empty, empty. Iridium? There we go. Maybe. Otherwise I just fucked something up. I mean, the freezers are keeping up, which is pretty nice. Can it not smelt quantum? Is that the issue? Blast furnace. 11,400. Ah, yes. So we need to upgrade this. Or overclock it, or both. Because you are currently at UHV with Titan Steel. 10,700. So we get about 800 with the next tier coils. That should be enough. That should be enough to use that coils. So if we go to the MBF, how many coils did this need? This needed 112. There we go. Kicked off 112 of those coils. We're just waiting on quantum ingots for that. That should be fine. This should be fine. You're waiting on motors. Okay, so bunch of crafts need to finish up. Pretty large crafts too. You can't do anything. So I guess we just have to wait for the coils to finish up. How do we... These coils come from this dust, right? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is... Oh, we're doing it in the blast furnace. Interesting that we would do it in the blast furnace this way. This is at UHV. Do we want to overclock this? No, probably not. Okay, I'll bring you back once we're closer to this being done. Okay, we are back. It's been a little bit between last cut and now. All the crafts have finished up, and we have the Picorium coils on the MBF. We have the... Oh, I thought they had all finished up. Looks like we are still waiting for the optical processor here. It's all the way down here. I wonder why it's stuck, right? Is it the wrong fluids? Right, because we're trying to craft this peak and tritanium. Maybe this one doesn't have tritanium. We got adamantium. We don't have peak, do we? No, so we need another non-tuple input hatch here. Another fluid interface. right? So this one we can put titanium, and this one we can put peak, and this one should be good to go now once we replace it. So that's 30 seconds, so that's not bad. So after that, we can craft the final optical processor or circuit. So I also crafted a few, or most of these items, right? So if we take a look through here, stellar casings, right? And then the emitter blocks, 10 of them at UV. We got fusion coil Mark II and dense blocks, dense alloy casings, enriched Naquata alloy casings. So all we're missing for the Stellar Forge is the Stellar Forge itself. So there's the optical computer. So I think we just need a pattern for the optical mainframe, right? Mainframe, BioWare, yeah. So we just need this, and this is a UEV recipe. Ooh, I see things we do not have yet. So that's fun. That is fun. Let's put it in this last one here. Why not? So mainframe. We are missing a few things here. So let's see what we need to do. Unstable star, right? Watch us need, ZPM autoclave. One of these was the autoclave. Was it this one? Yeah, this one was the autoclave, and it is at, it's probably at LUV. No, it is at ZPM. Let's upgrade this. For the autoclave, we just need the electric motor. LUV, UV. And then we can get a UV input hatch. And then this is probably, yeah, it's still on. It's still using the P2Ps, but we can switch this out now. Put that in, and then we just need adamantium. So should be able to craft these now. Yeah, sick. Okay, so those are done. For these UHA, we have the wafers. We never put these through a cutting machine? That can't be right. What tier is our cutting machine even? Like, I can hope it's the correct tier. These are green, so these are at UHV. Yeah, so those are good. Sweet. Okay, so those, so we're just missing these frames, right? Bohemian frames. So this is a circuit of 1. How do we even make the ingot for this? Right, I don't think we even have, well, we clearly don't have this, like, at all. Fluid solidifier? Advanced fusion? Is this a, okay, so I think, looks like this is an advanced fusion recipe. Yeah. Curious. So this is a fluid solidifier, advanced fusion. Let me set up an advanced fusion for this, and I'll bring you back for that. Okay, we're back. So let's get this advanced fusion reactor all set up here. So what do we need? We need some cable, and then we're going to need sodium, curium, and steam. At some point, I think we might switch to this. Do we want to switch to this? Like, what's the benefit? The benefit is that it becomes, is that it loops. And then we get some power back. But I don't feel like it's worth it, especially with the amount of steam that we currently produce. I think we're fine. Speaking of which, this is going to be steam. You're going to be steam. You're going to be, what was it, curium? Curium. And then you, my friend, are going to be sodium. Now let's get this up together. Right, so what do we have? I don't think we have any of this. We have steam. This might need to be a 1. Yes, that needs to be a 1. This needs to be a 1, and then this needs to be a 1. So we need 2 fluid extractors. LUV superconductor wire. Conveyor belts. Fluid storage buses. And then that should be it. Just set these to import. Grab an interface. Curium. Curium is going to be just curium dust. And you are going to be sodium. Sodium dust, yes. Right. So we need to add that to the interface here. Curium dust, I think, was the last one, yeah. So we should be getting curium dust if we set these to 1. Please? Hold on. Does sodium even go in here? It does. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I always forget power on these, which I think is fun. I think it's fun that I always forget power. The one thing I've been putting off. Okay, no. How do we get sodium then? Sodium and curium. Okay, sodium. Maybe the ingots? Maybe that's how we do it? Yeah, so it's going to be ingots and not the dusts, which is fine. All that means is that we switch these out. Come down here, take this off. Curium ingot 64, sodium ingot. Do we even have sodium ingots? I don't think we do. We don't. This is our real first use of, or real first need of sodium ingots. So we're gonna do, let's do that. Plop these in the furnace. Right, so that should be good to go. So we should be seeing curium. And sodium. So I think this just needs to be set to that. There we go. Okay. So we come over here, we should be seeing the results. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna switch this out with filtered output hatches. Right, grab 2 filters. So this one is going to be, let's make this one supercritical steam. And just void that. Tank, we're gonna move that. So this is going to be a filter for borium. Do that, put a storage bus, extract only. Do that, and then do that. So we should be good. Right? Yeah. Perfect. So now we can grab a fluid solidifier. Craft one of those, and then we need an ingot mold. And then that can come here. Pump, we need a pump. We also need, no, we have an interface. Okay. Okay. So this goes up, pump goes on the back, set that to import, set this to be that, you go in, auto output into here, and then we want a level emitter. And a machine controller. Machine controller goes on. Inverted. Oh, cool. That's what that does. It controls covers. Interesting. Level emitter. Here. Boron ingot. Emit when levels are below. You go. You're good. You're good. Sweet. Now we have 160 of those. This should still be going. Yep. We have a good supply. Cool. So now that we have these ingots, right? What can we do? What does that mean? Because this is what we're trying to get. We're trying to make the optical mainframe, right? And now we can. So that gets kicked off. That gets us kicked off, and then that lets us make the stellar forge because we have everything else for it except for the forge itself. Now, where are we putting the forge? That's the good question, because this is a kind of a big multi-block. I would like to put it in this room, but this room's kind of a mess right now, and I still haven't moved it over. This room can't be... Do we have any free room? Anyway, let me craft this up, and I'll bring you back once that's done. Okay, we're back. So the optical mainframe here is stuck at its crafting stage. So let's go take a look at that and see what's up. So we're probably just missing some fluid, I would assume. Okay, so you're all in there. Ah, cinnabite, that's what we're missing. But let's just double check we have everything here. We have bronze, canthal, babbitt, PBI. Okay, so we need adamantium, an untouple input hatch, I did it again. Okay, untouple input hatch. The last thing we put in here was adamantium, right? Yeah, so adamantium, an aquadria, peak, and then cinnabite. So I think the only one we need is cinnabite. Yeah, so let's make some of that. If we head over here, cinnabite, molten cinnabite. This is a blast alloy of 8, right? So 3744. That is going to be 26 ingots of cinnabite. Okay. Alloy blast 8. And then we need to go over to the multi room. Since I'm pretty sure we moved this, right? No, that's making liquid nitrogen, and this is making that. So that means that we still haven't moved over. Moved this over yet. Brilliant. Anyway, we can add molten to that, and then we can head over to the blast alloy furnace. And this will be... Actually, no. What we want is a fluid extractor. No, because that'll go back into here. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do molten cinnabite, right? I think the only way to do this properly would be to have it directly go into the machine. So let's do that. Let's do something weird then, I guess. Unless cinnabite isn't used for anything, right? Like, is this used for anything? No. Maybe we're lucky and it's just not... Oh, no, there it is. UHV. So we want the fluid to go into there. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, this is the wrong way. So we want... Because if the fluid... If we do it how we have done it, right? We're gonna get the ingots. But if we storage bus it, it's just gonna go nowhere. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, so we need an input hatch. Let's make it HV. If we have to do this for multiple of them, we'll figure out a better way to do this. But for right now, for the time being, this works. Conveyor belt. And then do this. So we want you facing upwards, fluid out, conveyor belt in, interface with cinnabite, 64, crafting card, cinnabite, ingot, go. You're crafting, you're crafting. Cinnabite is... Oh, I guess we could do it 11465. Do we have that? No. So we are doing this correctly. The fact this isn't done worries me though. You. Maybe we don't have mercury. Molten cinnabite. 11465. Okay, so we need to overclock this again. So that should give me enough. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then we need to put cinnabite into here. Though I think it might have already gone. Into the assembly line. So what I want to do is just take off that. Yeah, cinnabite is in there. Okay. That's fine. Let's cancel that and let's cancel that. So cinnabite is going. There we go. So it should be filling this up, which it is. So let's get a cell. Move that, put this in here. That's annoying. There we go. Okay, sick. So, what are we missing now? This is at UEV. Ah, I see. So you need 2 UHV input hatches. Another one of these. This should be good now. Yeah, 40 seconds. That is not bad. And then Stellar Forge. Is that on this one? It is. Okay, so after this, we should be able to make the Stellar Forge. And that'll probably be where we wrap up this episode. So optical mainframe. Okay, okay. Stellar Forge. What are we missing? We are missing resistors and BioWare computers. Okay. So let's see. UHV. Ugh. Stellar Forge. Right, resistors and BioWare. We're missing 8. Do you think it's for the sensor? No, the sensors are correct. It's the emitter. Okay, so we're still missing 2 of those. And resistor. Which one uses... Let me figure out what where the BioWare comes from. How the hell do we have 15,000 SMD resistors? What? Is there anything else like that? That's weird. Those aren't weird. Silicone. 18. Why do we have so many BioWare SMDs? 4,000 ARAM? What the hell? Anyway, I just noticed that. Resistors. What the hell? Glue? Do we have a good way to get glue? I don't I don't know if we do. Coal? Coal dust. Okay. We're just gonna do that. Come down here. Shit, I screwed up. Do we have glue? Do we even have glue? We should have glue, right? So if I put glue here. Yeah, we have glue. Okay. Now we just need to find a none. I think we added one, right? None, yeah. Resistor. Yep, okay, cool. So we should be able to make the Stellar Forge now, which we are. Beautiful. A whole bunch of dusts. Steel rods, tungsten, lithium titanate, optical SMDs. Very nice, very nice. You'll love to see it. Cool, I'll let this craft away and I'll bring you back once we're ready to build it. Nice, so the Stellar Forge is finished up, so we can grab that. And that mostly completes this chapter. I think the only thing we're missing is the Xylon bits here. And we'll get to that eventually. But I guess now that we're in UEV, which is pretty huge. So let's set this up. So let's see about here. Preview, does that look good? No, let's move it back 2. So here, This should be in the middle then, right? No, we need to move it up one. Perfect. Yes. Okay, so let's hope we have everything. We do not. We are missing things. Why are we missing things? Fusion coil. Stellar containment. Did I not craft enough things? 120 fusion coil blocks, Mark II. What? Oh my god. How do we not have it? That makes sense. That makes sense. Shit. Okay, let's try that again. So, stellar alloy should be here, right? On the second. Yes, yes. So all we should be missing actually is a maintenance hatch. Maintenance hatch, and then two fluids, or two one input hatch, right? One input hatch, and then an output hatch, and an output bus. So hopefully this works. Ooh. We're missing the UV input hatch for power, right? Oh, beautiful. And there we have it. We have the stellar forge, I guess. Okay, so what do we do with this? We make plasmas, we make singularities, which is kind of cool. Lots of singularities, lots of plasmas. Raw chaos, which is nice. Okay, so this is used for a bunch of endgame stuff. Which I guess means we're in the endgame now? If I really had to guess. Sweet. So this is going to be where we wrap up this episode. Next time, we may work on Xylon. We may do power. We're getting to the point now where I really don't want to go too much further on our current power structure. So we might actually bite the bullet, which fine. We've been putting it off long enough. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.